Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Michael Easton has been a powerhouse as the spiraling and drunk Finn. Alexis was a force of nature in her confrontation of him, and I loved her calling him a mean drunk, which I had called him in last week's column. Her warning him that he would hit rock bottom sooner rather than later made it obvious something bad was about to happen. Chase and Brooklyn's talk with Alexis about their options, and her warning them if they didn't proceed carefully, Violet could end up in a foster home rather than with a family member, also felt chilling. It kept feeling like the show was hinting that something may happen to Violet, and let's face it, General Hospital is not shy about doing horrific things to their younger cast members. Chase and Stella's scenes were superb, especially when Chase asked if she was telling him to make a case against his brother. Stella's answer, "I'm asking you to make a case for your niece." Brilliant line. Everything hit rock bottom for Finn on Friday, he just doesn't know it yet. No physical harm came to Violet, thankfully, but she did end up emotionally scared when she found her father passed out drunk and bleeding from a cut, and thinking he was dead. Jofiel Love was phenomenal in this episode, and it was heartbreaking to watch Violet blame herself for what happened and think she needs to take better care of her dad so he's not so sad. Tracy was the powerhouse we all know her to be and took charge of the situation like only Tracy could. Jane Elliott, Michael Easton, and so many other have given Daytime Emmy Award-winning performances lately, all going back to Brooklyn and Chase's wedding, and then Gregory death. General Hospital better sweep the Daytime Emmys next year. Tracy kicking the drunk Finn breathed a little humor into what was a sad scene, and good for her knowing to take photos as evidence to confront Finn with. I cannot wait for Monday's show and the hell Tracy is going to give him. However, based on the preview shown at the end of Friday's episode, with Finn threatening to call the cops on anyone who keeps him away from Violet, it doesn't appear Finn's realized the situation he's in. Finn's latest drunken spiral began when he quit his job at General Hospital rather than accept Portia and Terry's, who it was great to see again, deal that he go to AA and be monitored. Of course he lashed out and was ugly towards Liz, cutting her out of Violet's life. Now it seems a custody battle for Violet will be coming. So many fans have been wondering if this is Michael Easton's exit storyline. Some wonder if he'll be shipped off to rehab. Others expect him to kill himself or someone else while driving drunk. Personally, I don't see Easton going anywhere, as this is his Daytime Emmy storyline. Honestly, Finn hasn't been this interesting in a long time. Willow's party was predictably as boring as she and Michael are, but I like that she's forging her own path, and Michael realizes he can't control his wife's life. The party really served as an occasion for Drew's big announcement that he is running for Congress and apparently changing his name to Quartermain. Naturally, Carly made this all about Jason and how Drew's decision would put the spotlight on Jason's past. Oh, Carly, thankfully, Sam had some things to say. Early in the week, Sam asked Carly to try and convince Jason to stay away from Danny for Danny's sake. This led into a huge argument, with Carly reminding Sam that she wanted Jason's baby, so no, she doesn't get to change her mind about him being a dad. Sam countered with, "I changed, he didn't, and you don't want him to because he may stop putting you first." Ouch, it sure felt like their old frenemy situation was back on. The friction between them intensified later in the week. I absolutely love Sam and Spinelli's different reactions to finding out why Jason was an FBI informant. Spinelli's response was basically, he did it for the best reason ever, to protect someone who has always been dear to him. Sam, on the other hand, blurted out, he did it to protect at $$ at Carly. Okay, I added what Sam couldn't say on air in there. Friday really brought the drama when Sam reveled to Carly that Jason stayed away to protect her, and Carly's response was basically, poor Jason. The digs Sam took at Carly were justified, and it felt like she was echoing what many in the audience have been saying for years. Carly never pays for her mistakes, and Jason puts her above everyone else, even his own children. I think it's safe to say this friendship is over. In last week's column, I called Agent Cates the dumbest FBI agent ever, and I stand by that. He makes the PCPD look good. He discovered emails between Brennan and Anna, heard nothing to tie them to Pikeman, but feels this is proof she is the head of Pikeman. Does he really think Anna would be so careless as to leave email like that out there and so easily able to get a hold of? Anna, of course, quickly deduced Valentin planted them, not to frame her, but just enough evidence to keep Kate's off his tail. Oh, Valentin, what are the writers doing to you? Friday was Anna and Valentin's big dinner date, during which she was supposed to somehow get away from him long enough to find pikeman evidence. Yeah, she failed, not sure how she thought during an evening dinner she was going to find what she needed. However, Valentin did confess he still loved her and always would. Interestingly, Anna's response was she still felt drawn to him. Did he not pick up that she didn't return the L word? Or is he so infatuated he doesn't care? When Anna suggested the night didn't have to end, I was left wondering, is she setting a trap for him, so as to search his house that night? Or is he trapping her? Plus, with Jason lingering and spying on them, I could see him breaking in and blundering the operation. After speaking to Chase about the loss of his father, Cody realized how lucky he was to still have time to make up with Mac. He just needed to tell him the truth. I found that a touching way to have Cody come around even more, so to telling the truth, and of course Sasha was there to support him. Sasha and Cody's big romantic moment was ruined, well interrupted by Gio, who unintentionally crashed their party at the Quartermain boathouse in order to practice his violin. As frustrating as it was, Sasha and Cody's first time should be romantic and not just a boathouse romp. Just as Cody's been pondering telling Mac the truth, Mac's back. Interestingly, he was down in South America helping Frisco of all people out. Could there be a story there? I've been pondering that Frisco could be the big return that's been teased by the show, one that fans are said to love. I could see Frisco, Mac, Anna, and Jason all working together to take down Valentin and Pikeman. And again, the Pikeman story needs to end pronto. As in before the summer is over. It's gone on far too long. Tracy and Cody's talk about his father was another magnificent scene. I've really grown to like the new and improved Tracy and her relationships with Cody, Brooklyn, Leo, Stella, and others. Watching Cody leave Maxie's, so she and the others could enjoy their family reunion, basically with his head hanging low, was such a sad scene. Come on, Cody, man up and tell Mac already. We've waited long enough. Natalia seems to be the bane of Maxie, Lucy, and Nina's existence as of late with her demanding ways. She and Sunny had an interesting talk about where her head is regarding Allison/Blaze and Christina's relationship. Shockingly, she admitted she could see how much they loved one another after seeing Christina acting as Blaze's muse in the studio. That might be the first time she said love, before it was always a phase or an infatuation, but never love. She admitted growing up in Puerto Rico, those type of relationships weren't very accepted, and she herself is evolving in her views. Wow. Last week I noted how Natalia had been written as so unlikable from day one that it would take a miracle to redeem her. It appears the show is looking hard for that miracle. As I've said before, this is an important storyline, as there are still people afraid to come out and be themselves due to fear of rejection by their friends and family. And of course, it could also be a story about how even those who are the least accepting can learn and grow and change their opinions. That's all I have for you this week, and always, these are only my opinions. I hope you have a great weekend, as equally as fun as Diane and Alexa's office dance party after she learned she could practice law again. Finally, also be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below.